Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today is December 27th, 2024. And I'm super excited about our picks. Five great player props for you here in the association, along with one best bet. We went ahead and went 3-1 last night on our player props. We lost the DeRozan bet, and we also got a scratch from my hammer play, which was Antetokounmpo. He went ahead and scratched last game. But if you're playing a app via Prize Picks or Underdog, they do not penalize you for guys not playing. They usually just give you your money back. But I really like that number I had, so I guess we get penalized inadvertently. Looking at this slate today, there was some really good numbers out there that I did some research on, dive deep into it, and I'm super confident about our picks today. Of course, I'm 100% transparent, and I'm not trying to knock anybody out there, but I keep a running total of my picks and how we do. So, with that being said, I'm not saying everyone doesn't do it, but a lot of people don't. They'll only post their W's. They won't show you their L's. You see everything here in the prop market, whether it's a win or a loss. So I keep track of everything, not just for you, but also for myself. Once again, every pick that I make on this show, I bet myself. I will never give you a pick that I haven't already put my own money on. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and see how we did yesterday. We're 19-19 at 50%, 6-3, 6 at 67%. We're 1-1 on our best bets. As we lost our best bet yesterday, we've only had two shows with best bets. We lost our best bet yesterday due to the fact that they scored 80 points each in the last two quarters. Um, it was a tough game. It went over, screaming over it looked really good in the first quarter, even in the first half, but then they just completely stopped playing defense. The Hawks, I believe, scored 40 points in the fourth quarter alone. It was just hard to watch. Luckily, I wasn't watching. I just saw the numbers just keep going up, and I was like, man, no one's playing defense at all. So we went in and lost our best bet, but we're gonna have a bounce back best bet for today. Now we're gonna get started with our player props first. First player prop is Nikola Jokic. Joker season average is at 53. Last three games he's at 45. His PRA projection is 52. I say this is a bounce back spot. It's hard to say for a guy who's been so productive, but he's 1-5 versus this number in the last five games. Um, should be a competitive game versus the Cavs. Uh, two big, two big guys will he'll be guarding. Allen is one and Mobley's another, but Allen likes to stay close to the rim, which is going to give Joker an opportunity to get a lot of rebounds. Cavs is ranked 11th in rebounds allowed, so they give up a lot of rebounds. And on top of that, no Gordon tonight, so more rebounds for Jokic because of that as well. So if you like the rebound spot, you see I like the rebounds, but I do think he bounces back in an all-around game. I do see the Cavs trying to help, which he should get some assists, and I believe he's going to get more points just due to the fact this game will stay close. They're going to need his scoring today for sure. I really love this number. It's my hammer play. I like him over 49 PRA for tonight's game. My next pick is Kevin Durant from the Phoenix Suns. Season average is at 38. I'm sorry. In the last three games, he's at 42. So you see a huge uptick and got his PR projected at 41. And you see this huge uptick, and a lot of it's due to the fact that we have no Devin Booker. So no Devin Booker, more usage rate for Kevin Durant. He'll be playing against the Mavs, who struggle to guard forwards. Pace should be fast. Does have a 54 and a 53 PRA in his last five games. He did miss the number in the last two, but I see a huge bounce back spot for him as well. Um, Kevin Durant's going against Kyrie Irving. Might be a little extra motivation for him. He always tries to find some. And if anything, the Suns need a victory. If you look at them in the standings, they're kind of, sitting there on the fringe of not making the playing game or the playoffs. So I really think this is a very important game for them. I like them over 39.5 PRA. If you can get them under 40, I would definitely take that. Next guy is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's going to continue his MVP push for the against the Pacers tonight, who are allowing the third most points per game versus power forwards and the most rebounds for forwards. He has hit the over in 8 out of 10 last of his eight out of 10 of his last games, and he's coming off a loss, so he'll be extremely motivated. I do see this game staying a lot closer than people believe. I do not think it's going to be a blowout. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But because the game is closer, that's going to force Jason Tatum to kind of put his foot down and have to play the hard the whole game. So I really like his over 44.5 PRA for Jason Tatum. Next guy is Kyrie Irving. Only one prop king emoji for this pick, and that's because the numbers don't add up. But this is one of my field plays. Like I said, been around the game a lot my whole life actually, and still a part of the game very much so. So season average is 36. Last 3 games he's at 32. I got his PR projection at 39. So being around basketball my whole life, I just know this is going to be a fast-paced game, and without no Doncic, it must be a situation where Irving is going to have to take over. Uh, Suns do not do well versus really good point guards. They're giving up a lot of stats. With the number being at 230, the over under, I see this game being a high-paced game where Kyrie Irving's going to have to take over and get in his bag and really play well. Now, the thing with Kyrie Irving is he does have a tendency to have, off nights, or, maybe, minutes will be restricted some reason somehow. You always run into that with him. So that's why I'm a little cautious. But I think if he plays his game and plays a full game, I like him over the 38.5 PRA that they have him set at. My last pick for today is Kevin Porter Jr. from the Clippers. Season average is at 14. Last 3 games, he's at 21. PRA projected at 20. He's coming in with a pretty low number for someone who's as talented as he is. He's had his troubles outside of the court, but on the court, he is a straight baller. The Clippers, although they have a lot of guys listed on the prize pick screen, I believe he's one that's going to definitely take off and play a very good game. Uh, it's going to be a situation where no Steph Curry, the game will stay close, in my opinion, because I'm not high on the Clippers. I'm not super high on the Warriors either, but they don't have really good defensive guards. You got Pajeski, and other guys who really don't play really good defense. This number's low. If you look at his last 3 games, he's absolutely went over it, and he's went over it in his last 8 games as well. So I don't see a reason why over 18.5 PRA seems a little low for someone who's been playing the way he has been playing his last 8 to 10 games. Although the Warriors are without some people. I think Kevin Porter Jr. is a guy that plays whether it's a blowout or a close game. He's not a star per se. So even if the game does get out of hand, either way, I see him playing his full minutes. Today's best bet, the Celtics versus the Pacers, and I already kind of talked about it a little bit, but this game's gonna stay closer than what they have expected. Pacers won outright versus Boston last game. Um, Boston, they're not really good in double digit spreads. They're 5-11 when they're favored by double digits. Pacers have a good bounce back spot after losing how they lost last night to the Thunder. So I think they come in motivated. Also, this is going to be a big game. It's always been a rivalry. Uh, Pacers have won 5 straight road games. 12 points is a lot for me to lay here for a team that the Celtics are still trying to figure things out, believe it or not. There is also the opportunity that they blow them out, but I think that with Halliburton struggling the way he is, I think he has a bounce back game here. Hopefully, he finally wakes up. And I like this Pacers plus 12 here. I think it's a good spot for the Pacers to come in and just play really hard and keep the game, close. Not saying they'll win, but they will keep this game close. Now for my recap, I got Joker over 49 PRA, Durant over 39.5 PRA, Tatum over 44.5 PRA, Irving over 38.5 PRA, and Porter over 18.5 PRA. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. Having picks for the association all week, and hopefully there's a lot of likes, but the more likes, the more videos you'll get. Of course, the views are going up. But of course, if you find this information useful, if you're winning some money off my picks, go ahead and like the video so I understand that, hey, not only am I doing this, for the people to watch it, but it's also helping people. And the more people that like it, the more people that will see it, and that will help everyone out. Like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.